Alright guys, what is up? So we're here in rainy South Florida in the Jeep because of the rain. My Beamer picked up a nice fat screw in the tire.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
This is a lesson for everyone. If you ever have like a luxury car or a little bit or a car that is a little bit more expensive, you should definitely keep all your paperwork, because I didn't know I had it. It was deep in my files, but thankfully I did have it. So basically I picked up the screw because we just had crazy rain where the roads were flooded, and in New York the potholes get you with the tires, but here in Florida, even though the roads are really nice, come on dude, even though the roads are really nice, there's a lot of debris, so something is always out there to get you. So make sure you always get rim and tire protection for any sort of sporty car, because one way or another your tires will get f***ed up. So with that said, I pull up to the dealership. Well, actually no, they had to tow it, so I had to tow the car because the air started leaking right away. And it gets there, and you know, my rep, who, she was really nice, she was really trying to work with me through this, so she keeps on trying to find the insurance, and I'm just like, dude, this sounds like fraud. And I was like being a little bit of a Karen because I just had a horrific week overall, so I was a little mean, which I never am. I'm always very nice, but I was like, dude, this sounds like fraud. You know, I'll get my lawyer, he'll find shit. You're telling me that, you know, I paid for a 3-year insurance and God forbid my rim cracks for whatever reason, and I don't have insurance that I paid for, and then it's thousands of dollars out of my pocket, right? So we end up finding the insurance. I have the paper, and you know, she was telling me, giving me excuses like, oh, we got acquired, it's a different group that owns the dealership. And I was like, dude, if you spend $1 billion on 3 dealerships, because it was a 3 dealership deal, there's no way you don't keep important documents. So she made it sound like it was because of the transition she didn't have my paper, but then in person she was just straight up, she was like, I don't know who f***ed up, but someone f***ed up. Basically they didn't put it on your file. So thankfully I had the paper, we switched everything out. But this is just a lesson that, you know, dealerships, they're not your friend. And even though she did her best, what can she do if she doesn't have the documents, right? So always make sure you're protected by keeping your paperwork, and just stay organized with your car stuff, because car problems are almost as bad as health problems in my opinion. I get so stressed out whenever I have issues with these wheels or any sort of other problems. Usually it's wheels. So just make sure you stay protected and you save your nerves, because Friday through Monday it was really annoying. I was dealing with that shit, and then the next day my X1, the battery dies. So she jinxed me, because that's a joke. When I was leaving the dealership, she was like, yeah, hope to see you never, like as a joke. She didn't say it because I was mean. And the next day I pull up with the X1 and the battery, so she was like, yep, we jinxed each other. So yeah, I mean, that's my story, and I don't really know why that happened. It was either the salesperson, the finance guy, or someone that didn't give them the paperwork, because at first it just sounded like the dealership didn't give them documents, right? And I know that it was a family-owned dealership, and basically I know the actual owner that ran the place, he had 3 places, he didn't want to sell. But once his father died, the sisters were like, hey, we want our $1 billion, and he had to sell because they had majority of shares, I guess, in the trust or whatever. So I was kind of thinking that it was just kind of like a transition issue, because the guy wasn't workable. Maybe he like really didn't want to sell the dealership, and he was like, I'm not giving you anything. And I was just like, dude, like, I have to be protected from that somehow, which is why I was, you know, being a Karen and saying, oh, I'll speak to my lawyer and whatever. But all is good now. We have it on file, and like I said, the lesson is just keep your paperwork, and that's it. So I don't know if the dealership tried to fuck me or not, but stay safe.